feeling constantly overwhelmed, exhausted, and just not yourself. You might be dealing with something more than just a bad week. It's called chronic stress, and it's quietly wreaking havoc on your brain and body. But here's the good news. You have the power to fight back and even reverse the damage. So, what exactly is chronic stress doing to you? When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. In short bursts, it's helpful, it gives you that fight or flight energy. But when stress becomes a constant companion, cortisol levels stay high. This can lead to a whole host of problems: high blood pressure, a weakened immune system, making you sick more often, and even digestive issues. And it gets worse for your brain. Chronic stress can actually shrink parts of your brain responsible for memory and learning, like the hippocampus. This is why you might feel foggy, forgetful, and unable to focus when you're under long-term pressure. It also cranks up activity in the amygdala, your brain's fear center, making you feel more anxious and on edge all the time. It's a vicious cycle, but don't lose hope. Your brain has an amazing ability to heal and rewire itself, a process called neuroplasticity. You can literally build a more stress-resilient brain. How? Let's talk about 3 powerful, science-backed strategies. First, get moving. Regular exercise, even a brisk 30-minute walk, is one of the best things you can do. It reduces cortisol, releases mood-boosting endorphins, and promotes the growth of new brain cells. Think of it as hitting the reset button for your nervous system. Second, practice mindfulness. This isn't some mystical concept. It's about training your attention. Simple breathing exercises or a few minutes of meditation each day can calm your amygdala and strengthen your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that helps with decision-making and emotional regulation. There are tons of great apps out there to guide you. And third, prioritize sleep. Sleep is when your brain does its most important housekeeping. It clears out toxins that build up during the day and consolidates memories. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night. It's non-negotiable for brain recovery. Remember, reversing the effects of chronic stress isn't about a quick fix. It's about building small, sustainable habits. Start with one of these strategies this week. Be patient and kind to yourself. You've got this. If you found this helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, happier life. Thanks for watching. But first, you need to understand what's keeping your brain trapped in stress mode. Because many habits people think are harmless are actually keeping their nervous system stuck in survival. Most people think stress comes only from big life events, work deadlines, fights, financial problems. But chronic stress is often built from small, repeated triggers that silently keep your nervous system in overdrive. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a looming email, social conflict, or physical danger. It reacts the same way, flooding your body with cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, these tiny triggers add up, reshaping your brain and body without you even noticing. One of the biggest hidden stressors is your mindset. Negative thinking, constant worry, and rumination train your brain to stay in a state of alert. Your amygdala becomes overactive, signaling danger even when you're safe. That's why some people feel anxious for no apparent reason. Their brain has learned to interpret everyday life as a threat. Sleep disruption is another silent stress amplifier. Poor sleep raises cortisol, weakens the hippocampus, and reduces your ability to regulate emotions. When you don't recover at night, every stressful event the next day hits harder, creating a vicious cycle. Lack of restorative sleep also worsens memory, focus, and resilience, leaving you more vulnerable to stress. Modern lifestyle is full of environmental stressors too. Constant notifications, screen exposure, noise pollution, crowded spaces, even artificial light at night all keep your nervous system activated. Your body was designed to rest in quiet darkness, not constantly process alerts and digital signals. Over time, this overstimulation rewires your brain for hypervigilance. Then there's chronic physical stress, poor posture, lack of movement, inflammation from processed foods, excess caffeine, and environmental toxins. Your body interprets these physical challenges as threats, triggering the same stress response that was designed to protect you from immediate danger. Your system stays on high alert even when you're resitting at a desk or lying in bed. The combination of mental, environmental, and physical stress keeps cortisol levels elevated, damages neurons, and shrinks the hippocampus. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, your rational thinking and decision-making center, weakens, leaving you more reactive and less able to manage stress effectively. Essentially, your brain is stuck in a fight-or-flight loop that doesn't turn off. But here's the powerful part. Reversing this doesn't require extreme measures. You don't need weeks of meditation or a perfect life. You need consistent, simple practices that teach your brain to relax, restore, and rebuild. The good news is your brain and body are incredibly resilient. They are designed to heal when stress is reduced and recovery is prioritized. One of the most powerful ways to protect your brain is through mindfulness and breathing exercises. Deep, slow breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, which lowers cortisol, reduces heart rate, and signals your brain that it's safe. Even just 5 minutes a day of focused breathing can calm an overactive amygdala and help the hippocampus recover. Physical movement is another essential tool. Exercise isn't just about fitness. It literally rewires your brain. Aerobic exercise, yoga, or even regular walks increase blood flow to the hippocampus. Encourage neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons, and improve mood-regulating chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. Movement also reduces inflammation, improves sleep, and helps your nervous system reset after daily stress. Sleep remains one of the most underestimated stress repair tools. Deep, restorative sleep allows your brain to clear toxins, consolidate memories, and regulate emotions. Prioritizing a consistent sleep schedule, reducing screens before bed, and creating a calm, dark, cool environment dramatically improves your brain's ability to recover from stress. Nutrition plays a surprisingly big role too. Foods rich in omega, 2,3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and B vitamins nourish neurons, reduce inflammation, and support neurotransmitter production. Probiotics and fiber improve gut health, which directly influences stress hormones and emotional regulation. Avoiding excessive sugar, alcohol, and processed foods prevents unnecessary inflammation that fuels stress. Finally, mental habits make a huge difference. Gratitude journaling, positive self-talk, limiting negative media, and breaking tasks into manageable steps reduce perceived stress. Even small, consistent changes, taking breaks, connecting with supportive people, spending time in nature, signal your brain that the world is safe, giving it permission to rebuild. When you combine these strategies, remarkable things happen. Your hippocampus can regrow, your prefrontal cortex strengthens, emotional regulation improves, focus sharpens, fatigue diminishes, mood stabilizes, and your immune system, metabolism, and overall health rebound. Chronic stress doesn't have to shrink your brain or control your life. With consistent attention to your mind, body, and environment, you can reverse much of the damage, protect your neurons, and restore balance. Your brain is capable of healing, your nervous system is capable of resetting, and your body is capable of thriving. You just need to give it the tools and permission to do so. Chronic stress doesn't have to define your life or shrink your brain. The fog, fatigue, anxiety, forgetfulness, and emotional overwhelm you feel aren't signs of weakness. They re-signals that your nervous system is overworked and craving recovery. The power to heal is in your hands. By prioritizing sleep, practicing mindful breathing, moving your body, nourishing your brain with the right foods, and creating small daily habits that reduce stress, you allow your brain to regrow neurons, your hippocampus to recover, and your prefrontal cortex to regain control. Stress doesn't just go away, it must be actively managed. But when you give your body and mind the tools to reset, your energy, focus, mood, and overall health improve faster than most people imagine. Your brain is resilient. Your body is resilient. And with the right strategies, you can reclaim control, restore balance, and thrive even in a stressful world.